Okay, hello. We're back with the tutorial. We'll continue with our firehouse. Okay, so the last thing that we did was, I think, on the second level, we changed the floors. We added the partitions between different spaces. Now we want to create access to these spaces by means of stairs. Okay, so let's continue with the stairs, and then we'll put some railing, and then we will focus on the roof. So that's the next thing. Right, so the first stairs that I would like to put is in this area. Now this is the first level, first floor, which is defined as level 2, as we are using the American standards here. Now we'll start at the ground floor like that, then we'll turn around and go up. Okay, so that's what I would like to do. Because I would like to make an entrance from the side, on this side, and then we can have a lobby area here, and then maybe some back office on the first level. Okay, so let's go to level 1. Now here, something that would be nice is to have an underlay of the upper floor. Okay, so that would help us. So let's go to underlay. Okay, which is here, underlay. The base level will be level 2. Okay, and the top level 3, and underlay orientation we are looking up. Okay, let's say apply. As you can see, now we can see the edge of the upper floor. So this is the edge where we would like to have our stairs move up to. Okay, now stairs are under architecture tab. Okay, so here we have them. So when you click on stair, basically the software starts with the option of starting with a run. Okay, run is the actual flight of stairs that we have, right? So there are several options. We can have a straight run, we can have a full step spiral run. Okay, and then we can have a center end spiral, which is a bit larger, as you can see in the screen. We can have an L-shaped winder. Winder means the stairs are we don't have a landing. Okay, the stair is making a turn when you create a winder. And then the next thing is this U-shaped winder. Okay, basically again the stair is making a turn without any landing. The next option is to create a landing, but with the straight stairs you can use automatic landing option. Okay, so basically Revit calculates the steps for you, because now we are connecting level 1 to level 2. Okay, so Revit calculates the steps, and then, like in this case, it says you basically define how many risers you want. The optimal option is always provided. Here in this case there are 23 risers for this height, which is like 4 meters if I'm not wrong, and basically your actual riser height is like 17.4 centimeters. Okay, and the thread depth is like 27.5 centimeters. So this is all calculated for you. Now the other thing is that basically it asks you how to locate the stairs when you are putting them with your mouse. So basically this crosshair refers to the center of the run. The offset basically allows you to organize it with that in mind. Actual run width is the width of the run that you have, and automatic landing, as I mentioned, creates a landing for you automatically. Now regarding the stair types, we have 3 stairs families. Okay, the first family is assembled stair. In an assembled stair, basically you have a stair that's made of steel, and the parts are basically put together by means of screws and welding and etc. Monolithic stair is actually a reinforced concrete cast in place stair, and the last one is precast stair. Precast stair is basically prefabricated reinforced concrete stair. Okay, so I will use monolithic stair, okay, for this building, because in this section we have a reinforced concrete let's say structure. So now let's first try, okay, how like 23 steps with 27.5 centimeters thread depth looks like. Okay, so the way it should be working is like if I start from somewhere here, okay, like if I give it like 1.5 meters space, and if I continue, Now as you can see, it goes beyond the edge that we have here. Okay, so it doesn't work well. So this is not what I want. So if you consider that, I think if we start somewhere here, then we can create a landing and we can continue there. So I would probably start somewhere. Oh, sorry about that. We'll start somewhere here. Okay, so I'll cancel that, and I'll start from here. So let's make like 4 steps, and then stop here, then extend. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so we can extend to somewhere here, and then we can continue in this direction. And as you can see, we kind of reach, but we can always let's say make sure that it is perfectly touching there. So how do we do that? Well, as you can see, this is already inside probably a beam, so I really don't want it to be that way. So and we can basically use the align command here and here. Yep, but now the thing is that no, it didn't work. I didn't want it that way. No. Let's hold this whole thing. Oh wait. Yep. Let's hold it all together and see if we can move. No, it only moves that edge. So no, we don't want it that way. But okay, why not? Let's fix other things. I mean, this is 100 centimeters. Let's make it 120. Okay. Apply. A bit larger. Let's make this 122. Okay. Now apply. Okay. It gave me an error because it's saying that the landing width is not good. You know what? I'm going to cancel this altogether. No, it's not going to work. Let's start somewhere from here. Okay. So we'll continue. Run. Let's start with 120. Okay. Tab, and then I will start somewhere here. Okay, that's gonna fit better. So let's put like 4 steps, and somewhere here I'll start and I'll continue. Yes. Now this still doesn't work because it kind of touches the floor there. No, okay, I think we'll start somewhere here. So let's pull this. Let's delete this, start again, run, and let's start somewhere here. Okay, that's better. So yep, something like that, and something like that. No, nope, that didn't work. Somewhere there, here then. Okay, right. Yep, this looks good. Okay, now we will organize it, but this way I think it works better. Can we? This fits really well. You know what? I'm going to reduce this, and this one goes. Okay, this is better. This is perfect. I can take a section here, then I can align it there. So when I finish edit mode, what will happen is there will be an error about the rail not being continuous. That's all right. It will start here, it turn around, it goes up there. Okay. Now let's have a look at it in 3D. Yeah, the stair starts here, goes up there. So let's take a section, okay, and see how the stair fits. So let's go to level, and yeah, this section is nice. I'll move it so that I can play with the view. Yeah. As you can see, it works good, but the problem is this stair is it should start 10 centimeters above, okay, and it should end 10 centimeters above, so that we can accommodate for this finish. Okay, the next thing is that I'll use alignment. I'll align it to this edge like that. Okay, this is perfect now, and then here there's something that I need to do. This needs to go down to the structure. It cannot fly. Okay, so I'll click on edit stairs. I'll click on this one, and here it says extend below riser base. We will make it like -10. Apply. As you can see now, it goes down to -10. Okay, perfect. Now I'll finish it. Now let's have a look at it in 3D again. What I can do, I'll show you something actually. I'll use the stairs like that. Okay, and here I have this option to create a selection box, which is a very nice thing. I mean, here I have a stair and I want to play with it, and I want to see what is happening when I play with it. Okay, so I click on selection box. As you can see, it's basically a section box in 3D. Only the stair is now included in that section box. I can, just like any section box in 3D, I can play with it like that. Yep. As you can see, the stair is perfectly in front of me. Now, what I would like to do, I will play with the surface coloring of the stairs. Okay, so that's something that I want to do. So I'll go edit type. Okay, so monolithic stair, let's say duplicate, monolithic stair, firehouse. Okay, click on OK. Now, there are things that you can change, and I will mention these. Some of these can be set and only be used for future stairs. One of them is the calculation rules. I mean, here, the maximum riser height, minimum tread depth, these are all defined, okay? But calculation rules, if you turn it on, you can set these, okay? And then it will calculate the riser depth and the stair height, the riser height and the tread depth accordingly, okay? So calculation rules, if you turn them on, you can, as you remember from Arch 251, 252, 2 times riser plus 1 depth is equal here, is equaling 63.5, which should be between 65 and 59, and it can basically organize it for you. But I'm not going to use that now. Run type. So the run, which is this portion, can be defined with a type. I'll click on that. 150 millimeter depth. You can change it. I click on it, and here, I have to move things around so that you can also see. Let's put it here. Okay. The run type. I click on this. So, what kind of options do we have? Now, this is 150 is one type. 190 is another type. This is the structural depth. Okay. Underside surface, it says smooth. We can change it to stepped. If I change it to stepped, if I click apply, as you can see now, our stairs have turned into stepped stairs underneath. Okay, I don't want it that way, but if you want, that you can create it that way. The other thing is, what about the monolithic material? It's concrete cast in place. This is perfect. Tread, we can change the tread. Okay. I click on tread. Okay, if you change the tread, you can change the tread material. Okay, like here it says by category, and if I click on it, okay, I can use a tread material. For instance, here we can use, let's have a look at what kind of other materials that we have. AEC materials, flooring, terrazzo, or vinyl sheet flooring. Terrazzo is good. Terrazzo. I'll use terrazzo. Click OK. Okay. Now the tread will be terrazzo, and the tread thickness can be defined as like 2 centimeters. If I click on apply, see what's going to happen. As you can see, the tread is now covered with a material. Okay. We can do the same thing for the riser. If I turn the riser on, okay, click apply, the riser will be the same material with the thread, okay, or you can change it. By default, it's the same material with the thread. Then we can change, for instance, the nosing. We can add a nosing length like 2 centimeters, okay, and then we can create a nosing profile of 20 millimeter radius. Okay, if I click on OK, let's have a look at it in section view. Click OK. Now we have changed some things. section 2. If I zoom in, as you can see now, our threads, our stairs have threads with different materials, and they are basically set so that we can basically match them with the rest of the building. Now, oh, there is another thing that happened here now, and that one is the edge of the risers, because we turned them on. They have this inclined view, so I have to realign the stair. Yeah, this way. Probably we need to accommodate that. So I don't know how high that one is. Let's see it here to here. This is 16, and to here it's 17. Yeah, this stair should be top offset should be 8. Apply. Yep. Let's calculate again. Let's measure it again. This is now 16, and this is 17. It's even not that enough. 8. Let's make it 7. Okay, and then I think we need to align this so that it kind of goes into there. Okay, so I will what I'll do is I'll move it like that. Okay, so yep, so that it basically covers this area. We may need to create a nosing here, or we may need to pull this a bit further so that it works better, but this way this is perfectly fit. So let's go back to our 3D view. Yep, the stair is there. Now, while we're here, we would like to, let's extend this further. Okay, not that further, maybe this much. Yeah, now what we need to do is we need to put railing so that people will not fall from here. Okay, so let's go to level 2, and our stairs up there. By the way, there is this down arrow which we don't like. Okay, let's switch to hidden line. Okay, this down arrow can be changed. If I click on it, automatic up and down direction, it says we want it fixed up direction and we don't want text. Okay, so apply. So it is fixed now. Now the stairs are coming here, so we want to put railing. Okay, architecture, railing. Okay, I'll start from here, then probably it should be coming into that, and then here to here. Let's finish this one. This railing is done, and the other one is okay, again, architecture, railing. We can start from here, and we should be in the same distance. I think chain should be on. I think, yep, we can start from here and we can go until this. Okay, so let's finish that one. And one thing that I need to check is edit path. What's the distance here and here? It is 8. Okay, let's, yeah, it's a 7.5 from that. And how about that? 7.5. Let's make this one 8. Enter. Okay, let's finish this one. Alright, so we will pick this one, edit. So we will measure again its distance, this edge. Yep, I will pick this. It should be 8. Enter. Okay, perfect. So finish that one. Okay, now the next railing should be architecture, railing, somewhere here. Okay, up until there. But I would like to test if this is also 8. No. So click on this. Yep, check this one. 8. Perfect. Alright, so let's have a look at it in 3D and see how it looks. Nice, nice. But the problem is these railings, they should be, base offset should be 10 centimeters. Apply. No, not 10. I think this stair was like 7. We should make it 7 so that they will fit. apply, yes. So this should be also 7, apply, perfect, yes. And this should be also 7, apply, okay. All right, now we put the railing there. The next thing that we want was another stair that will connect the other parts. Okay, so let's get rid of this section box, apply. Okay, we want a stair. Let's go to level 2. Okay, so what I want to do is here at the end of this corridor I want a stair that goes down. Okay, so somewhere here. And I was thinking, I mean, we can have like these 3 rooms, and actually we can get rid of this room. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. This room is a bit too much. Let's bring it back somewhere here. Delete instances, we will get rid of the door, and then we can, yeah, this is good. So we can, and do we have a floor here? Yeah, let's get rid of this floor. We can continue with this floor to include that room. Okay, and then we'll continue with the boundary line. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to change the flooring for this room. This will be a space where they will have 2 things. Yep, here we go. Okay, we connected the floor. Finish. Save the project. Perfect. Now we have these 3 rooms where they can sleep, and here we will put a stair. Okay, that will go down. Yep, I'll put it here, and then we'll put some. Okay, they can put their, let's say, clothes on these walls, so that stair will be somewhere here, which is nice. I think I'm really happy with it. So what do we need to do? We will create an opening. Okay, the opening, let's edit boundary. The opening should be a round one. Okay, somewhere like that. Okay, and yep, 120 is plenty for me. Let's make sure that it's roughly centered. Yeah, this is good. So we have an opening here. So I'll click on this floor, and I'll make another opening. Select elements by face. Yeah, let's select this one. Edit boundary, and we'll create another round opening. But can we make sure that they are aligned? This one? No, it's not. I mean, it's not very easy. You know what? I have another idea. Okay, this way we'll be learning another new thing. Okay, let's get rid of this opening that we did. Okay, this is perfect. Shaft. We can open a shaft here. Okay, so shaft is basically an opening, and I will make it something like that. 120. Okay. Yep, this shaft, and I can again place it. I can eyeball it to be somehow centered. Yep, this is good enough. We can always calculate it. Now look what happened. Let's have a look at it in 3D, and I'll show you. Basically, let's turn on the section box. With the shaft option, you basically create a hole in the floor. Okay, so like that. Okay, so we can reduce the size of the height of the shaft, something like that. Okay, basically all I did was create the shaft, and it created an opening in the floor. Perfect. Now I can place the stair that I want to go from here to top. Okay. To be, I'll show you another thing. Okay, to be on the right, let's say, location. For this shaft, as you can see, I can select the shaft opening cut, this one. Okay, to align it, I can create a guideline, okay, for myself, which is basically a reference plane. So I will create a reference plane somewhere here and somewhere here, okay. And the first thing that I need to do is I need to place this reference plane perfectly centered between these reference plane and this, the edge of this wall. As you can see, it's not perfectly centered. Click on equal and it's perfectly centered. Okay, get rid of these dimensions. I should keep the constraints. Okay, this is fine. And what was the distance from here to the edge? It was 140 roughly. So I'll do the same thing. Just do this one. Yep. So we should be 139. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Perfect. Now this shaft should be aligned with that. Okay, so I can get rid of it actually. Tab. Yep, get rid of that, and we can create a new one. Basically, shaft round level 2 minus 15 plus 100. Okay, let's make it minus 50 plus 100. Apply. Round, centered. Now as you can see, it's not, we are not eyeballing it, we are doing it properly. How big it should be? Should it be 125, let's say? Okay, perfect. Finish. Now we have a perfectly centered nice shaft. Okay, all right, let's go to level 1. These things will be helpful for us because we can start our stairs with that. Stair, okay, full step spiral, okay. So it's asking me to click the to enter the spiral run center, which is here, and then it's asking me how big should be the center, okay. And then I think so it's also it depends on, yep, I think this is good, but it says stair radius is too small. This is good, it says, okay. I think 70 is good. So, but the problem is, where does it start, where does it end? So let's put it that way and see how it looks in 3D. All right, I think it is good. So it starts here, turns around and ends somewhere there, which is nice. Okay, 70 is okay, but our hole is smaller than the stair. We'd like to use assembled stair. Okay, this is fine, and then we will click on finish edit mode. All right, now it's giving me an error, of course, but there is another thing. Of course, the relative base height should be 10, and top height it says 400. Let's say 10, and this should be okay. This should be 410. Apply. I think this whole thing is a result. No, I'll undo. I will change the stair to right. Wait. Assembled stair. No, monolithic stair. Anyone firehouse. It will use the same thing. Okay. Base offset should be 10. Top offset should be 10, and everything should be fine. Right. Finish. There's something that's off axis. It says that's all right. So let's go to level 1. Yep. Let's change this up arrow. Pick the up arrow. Change it to standard up. No up text. Perfect. All right. Now it comes up to here. which means that well, maybe it wasn't a very good idea to make a shaft. Maybe we should have done it that way, the other way around. Okay, we will continue with our work, but maybe we should not be using a shaft. All right. So let's have a look at it in 3D again. Yep, where is our shaft? Let's get rid of that shaft. Okay, let's use the stair edge to create our hole. Okay, the hole should be something like a quarter. Okay, quarter of a turn. All right. So let's go to. You know what? Actually, I think it's better if we don't have to put a hole like that. We can put a. Yeah, I think we can just put a. I'll do it the other way around because this is a freestanding stair anyways. So edit boundary. Yeah, I'll just pull it here. Okay, finish. Yep. I'll click on this one. Okay, edit boundary, and I will. Yep. I'll pull it down here. I'll put boundary line from here to here. Sorry, to here. Then I will continue from here to somewhere here. Okay, let's pull this one back. Okay, actually we should be pulling that one back to here. Perfect. Let's finish it. Okay, let's have a look at it. Yeah, now it works, but it doesn't work, no, because we cannot, we have to save the heads, right? So we should make it maybe quarter turn here, or we can even, okay, so that they can basically use this but not hit their heads, because let me show you how it works. If I go to level 2, you will understand what I mean. If I take the section to somewhere here, okay, let's have a look at the section. As you can see, this edge is now it's not high enough for that, so that they can, you know, save their heads. So we should save their heads. Yep, otherwise it's not gonna be good. So yep, they turn around somewhere here. We have to also check if they can save their head somewhere here, but I think they will. But I need to have a clearance from here to here, which is like 180, so I need to completely open that half. Let's go to level 2. And how can we do that? Well, one option is to make a round thing, but it won't look really nice. So what I will do is I'll basically select edit boundary. So yep, I can basically pull it back here to this guideline. Yep, and then we can make a line from here to here, and then from here to here. All right, and then we can pull this one back. This is one option. The other option is to make a round thing like that, but it's not gonna look very good because these are open anyway. Okay, so let's finish this one that way, and let's click on that, and then I will also make sure that the stair is aligned with that. Yep, is it? I think it's good enough. Let's put another line here, then I'll go to this edge. Okay, and then I think I need to go to this. Yep, and we need to pick this line and then pull it down to here. Finish. All right, let's have a look at it in 3D. Yep, this is good enough. They will not hit their heads, but we need to put railing, okay, so that it will be secure, okay, from here to here. So let's go to level 2. So what I need is I need a railing. Okay, railing. So I'll start the railing from here, let's say 8 centimeters. Should I continue like that? Maybe, yeah. Then I'll continue right here. Okay, finish it. Let's have a look at it. Yep, it turns around like that. Yep, this is good enough. So they can come down safely. Let's have a look at it in the other way around. Probably we'll need another railing here too. Let's go to level 2 again. Yep, another railing from here to here to here. Yep. Let's have a look at it in 3D. Alright. These railings, of course, we need to put them high like that. We need to put them high like that. Yes. Perfect. I think it looks good. So yeah, we need to. I was thinking, should we put a railing here, or should we put a glazed surface? Well, glazed surface will not help, but maybe it will help because we don't want. Yeah, I think. Well, I'll put something. Let's go to level 2. Yeah, I think we should put railing. Railing is the easiest way to go here. Now in this case, I'll start from the edge of this wall. Okay, let's put it somewhere in the center line first. Okay, and let's go up to here, and actually, you know what, I can just put it as a one continuous line as if it's going through the yep, and I will pick this one and see how far it is from the edge. Where is it? Okay, here we go. I can bring it down and I can align it with the edge of the floor. Yep, and if I pick it, I will type 8 here, so it's going to be similarly placed. Alright, so we have a railing here too. Alright, so let's continue with, we have the stairs, we have the railings, the spaces, all okay. Let's continue with the roof and finish with the architecture part. Oh, okay, I think we need to. Oh, there's something that I noticed actually. I'll first fix that. If I go to consistent colors, now you can see these doors. We don't see the door sign because they are buried now in concrete. We have to increase their base. Okay, like that. I'm selecting all the doors, right? So sill height should be 10 centimeters so that they are perfectly placed, and even that one, sorry. Yep, that should, the sill height for the door should be 10 centimeters because this is how they can be above the concrete. Okay, I will use the same door, okay, at the ground floor. Copy, paste, align to selected levels, level 1. Okay, let's go and have a look at level 1. Alright, yep, the door is open, nice. Let's get rid of that underlay. We don't need that underlay anymore. Up, sorry, I have to, of course, go to here. Underlay, none. Apply. Okay. Now, what I need to do is, of course, I need to connect these two buildings with a flooring, which I will do with editing the boundary of this one up to here. Okay, and I'll do the same thing with the boundary of this one up to again there. All right, so now we have we need to cover the floor This floor I will cover with some material. Again, floor, architectural floor, edit type. I will call it duplicate epoxy flooring, 2 centimeters. Okay, all right, click OK, and then edit. Oh, wait, I have, there's something that I'm a bit curious. What is it? Let's go to the section view. Is there something that I did differently? No? Yep. Oh, I think I created a level in concrete and the flooring separately. I didn't notice that. So, alright, which means that this was never cut. Okay, let's have a look at it in 3D. How come it did cut then? Okay, ceramic tiles. That's a bit odd to me. How did we cut the... Yep, we cut that one. How about the structural floor there? Where is the structural floor? I don't know. There's something missing there. Anyway, let's go to level 1. Let's first put the level in concrete. Okay. I say floor, architectural, and level in concrete. 5 centimeters. This is why things were a bit different. Okay. I'll use this. So I'll put it somewhere. Yep, somewhere from this edge to that edge. Okay. And the height offset should be 7. Perfect. Now we have a level in concrete here. Then on top of it we will put epoxy flooring. Okay. Floor, architectural, edit type, duplicate, but it shouldn't be this one. We'll duplicate the 2 centimeter, this one. Yep, duplicate epoxy flooring. Yep, 2 centimeters. Edit. Material will be epoxy. EC materials, flooring. Do we have epoxy? No. Plastic. Epoxy resin. Here we go. Epoxy, but phenolic resin, PVC, rubber, surface, countertop. Do we have an epoxy? Okay, epoxy it is, but the problem is, alright, appearance, it's gonna look weird, but anyway, I'm going to use it anyway. Epoxy resin, okay. Now I'm going to use the same rectangle to cover from here to here. Okay, so it's an industrial epoxy. Highlighted floors overlap. Yes, you're right. So it should be 7. No. Oh, wait. Let's have a look at the section. We made a mistake with the the other floor. Yeah, this one should have been 5. Okay, apply. Perfect. So what is this one doing? Why didn't we can we have a look at the thing with the lines? Oh, this one is missing underneath here. Oh, I think I somehow deleted it. Let's have a look at this section on the other side. Okay. Yeah, this one. Oh yeah, you're right. Here we go. This one is missing there. I need to put the same thing there again. So let's go to Yeah, and it should start somewhere here. Okay, so let's go to level 1, level 2. Alright, so structure, somehow I must have deleted it. Structure floor, it's this one. This should be level 2, 0, yes. I think I'll use the boundary line or rectangle. I'll first use the rectangle. Okay, I'll start. Oh, I know that you're saying bless you. Thank you for that. Okay, let's go to the line. I'll come. Okay, and this one should be somewhere here. Yeah. See, I was saying that I was doing something wrong there. Alright, I will continue with that one. To here. To alright. I think this should be it. Alright. Then I can start from here. I can go up here. And this one can be connected here. Alright. We can get rid of that. Let's have a look at that section again. Perfect. It fits perfectly, it's there, and in the other section view it is also cut properly. So if I turn the thin lines off, you can see it. Alright. Now, what else do we have missing? Let's get rid of the section box. Okay, right, we have the stairs inside. Now we'll put the roof. Okay, but before we put the roof, I suggest that we put a parapet wall around the building. Okay, and that wall needs to have some layers. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, it should be, let's have a look at it from the south view. I want the wall to start from level 3, okay, and rise only like how far? It should be above this, okay, because I don't want the yeah, somewhere here. 126, so 150 is good. 150 centimeters wall surrounding the building. It's going to be a parapet wall. Okay, so basically I go to level 3. Okay, and I'm going to use a wall, architectural wall. Okay, and basically the one that we used, exterior brick on CMU for steel. This should be good. Well, let's use that one. Okay, so finish face exterior, height unconnected 150. Let's start from here. Okay, I'm using the edge, yep, to here. I'm turning around to here, turning around, round to here, and turning around to here. Okay, so let's have a look at it in 3D and see what it's like. Okay, yeah, the wall is high. That's good. Now, what I want to do is, okay, I think I had an idea, but now that idea doesn't look very safe to me. I had an idea and I lost it. Okay, that the idea was that. Okay, yeah, the idea was that I could have, yeah, I could follow the tracks like that. Okay, I need a narrow wall first. Second, yeah, let's get rid of that. I need a narrower wall. Okay, for the first thing, and second, the wall should be 150 centimeters high here, but here it should be like 50 centimeters high. 150, 50, is it? Would it work? Or this is 125, 25, 50, 175 and 50. That would work. 175 only on these edges and 50 all around. Okay, all right. So these, I'm not going to bother myself, but like, let's get rid of these. Okay, this and this should be 50. Okay, apply, and let's go to level 3. Let's continue with the same wall. Create similar. Yep, but I'll start from here. Yep, I'll pick this one. Create similar, and I'll start from this edge. Oh, sorry, I'll start from this edge. Oh, I'll start from this edge, but turn it around. What did I do? I'll start from this edge, turn it around, up until here. Okay, this is good. And I'll start from this edge, turn around, up until here. Let's have a look at it in 3D again. Yes, yes, this is what I want. Okay, now I want this wall to be higher because I will change the profile for that wall. Okay, so let's go back to level 3, and I'll start again a wall, but this time it should be wall center line, unconnect, not depth, no, so sorry, architectural wall, height, 175. Perfect. I'll start from somewhere here. Yep, I'll go up till here. Okay, and I'll do the same thing. I'll start again, wall, 175 height. Perfect. Up from here to here. Okay, now you'll understand what I mean. This wall, if I look at it from the south, okay, south view, south. So this is the wall that I want to edit, so that it follows the contours of the roof. Edit profile. As you can see, you can bring it down to here. Okay, and you can get rid of that. All right, you can use the line. You can start from here to here, and then from here you can make sure that it is, you can use this to here, but I really want it to be parallel, so this line. Okay, how can we do that? Well, how can we do that? We can draw that line with an offset. Okay, offsets. What is the height? Okay, yes, we can. Oh, we can draw on it, and then we can move it up. Can we do that? Let's try. Okay, we can draw this line to this line. Okay, then we can move it. Yes, shift, no, not shift, you can move it up. Yep, yes, it worked. We can do the same thing. We can draw a line from here to here. Okay. All right, now we can move it up. Yep, like that. And then we can technically copy this from this edge to here. Oh, it didn't work because they were not the same. Yep, now this way it worked. And copy from here to here. Yep, and this one down here, and then from here. Oh, it didn't work here because yep, I'll do it that way, from here to somewhere here, and then I can pull this one back to here. Alright, hopefully it is watertight. It should be watertight so that we can close it and it should take the shape. Yes, it did work. Save the project. See what happened? Get rid of that. Yeah, it looks good. This looks good. Okay, we'll do the same thing for the other side. Okay, except, well, we can take a perfect center line and we can copy it the other way around. Shall we do that? Nah, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to do it from the northern side. And this time we can follow the lines over there. Edit profile, we have it. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of, and I'll bring it down. Bring it down. Perfect. Follow the line from here to here. Turn the chain on from here to here to here. Okay, to here and to here and to here and to here and to here. And let's get rid of that. So perfect. Finish. All right. Let's have a look at it in 3D. Okay. Well, it looks a bit better. Okay. Now, what we need to do is we need to cover the roof with some material. Okay. Now, in this case, basically, we will use a roofing material that is basically following the same, let's say, the contours of that, the structure there. Okay. And for that, I think our best option is to create a roof by extrusion. Okay, so we can create a roof by extrusion. So this will be the best way to go. And for this part, it will be flat anyways. Okay, so what I will do is I will create a roof by extrusion. Okay, it says pick a plane. In this case, I will pick this plane. Okay, and reference level should be level 3. Okay, and click OK. Now we can use the south facade to create our extrusion. Okay, let's turn it to hidden line, and even we can turn it to wireframe to define the extrusion, which is perfect. So extrusion will be basically following this contours of these. Okay, so this is the idea that we have. Yep. Yeah, the structural system will be the edge of our roof. Okay, and regarding the roofing material, we have options. We'll look into that, but it should be very thin, but it should have some materials. Okay, I think this is good enough. So we have the lines that defines the roof extrusion. Let's edit type. Let's duplicate generic roof, sloped roofing material. Okay, edit. So structure will be plywood sheeting. Okay, click OK. It should be 2.5 centimeters thick. And insert up. What should we put? You are the ones who are taking 252. You should be saying finish. We should have EPDM membrane. Okay, it should be 0. And then finish. What should be on top of it? We have sheeting, we have membrane, thermal insulation. Am I right? Insert. By the way, this is not finish. Thermal air layer. This is also thermal air layer. Oh, this is membrane. I'm sorry, membrane layer. Thermal air layer. Should be rigid insulation. Yeah. Click OK. Thickness should be 5 centimeters. Let's say OK. Let's continue. What else? Insert. Up, 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 up. Finish. So it should be metal roof. Okay, is there a metal? There's metal deck. Metal deck. Yeah, it should be metal deck. And should be again 5 centimeters. Okay, 12 centimeters thickness. Fine. Click OK. The material is defined. Let's finish it. Let's have a look at it in 3D. Alright, I think it is now flush. We need to raise it, okay, and also we need to push it. So we need to go to the section view. Section 1. Yes. Where is the roofing? This is the roof. Level offset should be, let's say, 10 centimeters. Does it work? Not yet. 14, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we will understand better from the south view. Where is the roofing? Roofing is here. Yeah, it should be. Where is the roofing? Yeah, not 15, but 14 maybe. Apply. Even 13. Apply. No, 13 is too much. 13.5. The reason that it's not very perfect. Okay, 13.5 is the perfect one. Okay, now let's have a look at it in 3D. The roof, perfect. Roof is now placed properly, but the problem is the roof should be pulled in like that and like that, and then we should align it. Okay, again, let's pull this. I'm not very happy with the wall. This wall should be thinner. This wall should be thinner, but I'm not going to play with it anymore. So I'm going to do it. Can we pull it? Oh, I think I should go to section 2 first. Yep. This is the roof, and I will pull it. Yep. We can do that with alignment. Align to here. Yeah, we'll do the align. Always use extreme perfection like that. Yeah, this wall is too big. It should be smaller. It should be something like that. We have to arrange it later. And also there is another thing that's missing on that wall, which is a parapet wall, but I'll do it later. And for the flat roof, what I will do is I go to level 3 again, and floor plan level 3, underlay none, I don't want underlay, none, apply. How do we look? Yeah, this is good. So I will create a roof that is flat, architecture roof by footprint this time. Okay, but I'm not going to use a sloped roofing material, so I click on edit type, duplicate flat roofing material, let's say. Okay, click OK. Instead of metal deck, so we have thermal air layer, we can say we need rubble, maybe, or yeah, rubble, stone, rubble. Okay, so that it's going to hold. It's 5 centimeters rigid insulation. There's one more thing that we need to add down, and that should be not, this should be a membrane, and the membrane should be felt. Do we have a felt membrane? Do we have miscellaneous, asphalt shingle, pavement, mulch, render slab, roofing slate, tile, gravel is good, we need that. Air infiltration level, no, none of that. Mulch, render, roofing felt, here we go, roofing felt, perfect. This is what I want. Rubble, no, I'm not going to use rubble, I'm going to use AC materials, miscellaneous, gravel. Yeah, gravel is okay. All right, click OK. 12.5 is good. Okay. Now this time I'm going to use this. So I'll start from here up until here. Now I'll show you something. Okay, this is good. Now, as you can see, when I created the edges, it says 30 degrees. And let's have a look at the end result and see what it looks like in 3D. As you can see, it has created a pitched roof. Okay, so I want to fix that. I select the roof, edit footprint, and for each edge a slope is defined. So define slope, get rid of that or make it 0. Let's do that. Define slope, get rid of it. Define slope, let's get rid of it. Define slope, let's get rid of it. The other thing is that well, we can say that this defines slope, because we want the water to fall towards front and back, so we can define a slope here of like it's not, the slope is in degrees. Let's change the slope unit, slope, not degrees, percentage, degrees 1 to ratio, percentage. We want it to be percentage. Okay, so this should be like, what was it for the flat roof? I cannot remember. Was it 5%? Let's make it 5%. Okay, apply, and let's make this one also 5%. Apply and finish. Okay, now the roof is like slightly sloped on 2 edges. Okay, so because it's flat, but it's slightly sloped. So let's have a look at it in the section view again. Okay, we got this roof coming down here, and this roof is sitting above that one. This should be 0, but of course at this section area it's like that. Let's have a look at it in the other section view, and let's change that section view so that it brings us to the center of that view. And let's have a look at it. Section 2. Can we see the roof? Yep. Yep. it looks okay. 0 0 0 0, perfect. Level 3, okay, perfect. I'm only a bit curious about the edit type, sorry, edit one, edit footprint. Oh, it should define slope. We didn't turn the slope on. Okay, finish. Oh, what did happen? Edit footprint, offset. Offset should be 0. This is why it was not working. This should be 5%. Apply, and this should be 0. This should be 5%. Apply, finish. Okay, now you can see the center is a bit higher from the edges. So let's have a look at it at the section view. Yeah, it is slightly sloped. I think 5 is too much. 1%. I'll go with 1%. I'll go with 1%. Apply. 1% apply. Perfect. Yeah, it's slightly sloped. And let's have a look at it in the section view. Yeah, it's nicely slightly sloped. All right, I think we are done for today. Yeah, we have to do other stuff, but that's for the next tutorials. So I'll stop here and I'll see you next time.